Next up, at UFC Vegas 75, we have Arman Tsarukyan taking on Joaquim Silva. I am not going to spend a ton of time on this one.
Arman wins.
Arman Tsarukyan, 19-3 overall. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off the wrestle heavy win over Damir Ismagulov, and he's taking on Joaquim Silva, 12-3 overall, 2-3 in his last 5. He's coming off that knockout win over Jimmy Flick. Arman's a minus 1,100 favorite, a minus 1,000 favorite, depending on the book. There's no reason to spend a ton of time on this. Arman should be able to dominate. He's got the wrestling. He should be able to avoid any submissions that Joaquim's going to hit him with. Like, the power shouldn't be that big of a deal, but Joaquim does hit like an absolute truck. He does have BJJ. I don't think any of that matters because he's going to be defending takedowns the entire time. Arman is a very obvious minus 1,000. The props are a bit juiced as well. You know, Joaquim, I mentioned, he is a very good BJJ guy. He's got very good hands, but he does like to strike more than grapple. I don't think any of that matters. I think this is just sort of a one-sided beating. We do have a 1.5 round line, and that's a tricky line, though, in my opinion, because Arman's been to decisions. So it's not like he's just ripping everybody's head off, but he is ripping a lot of people's heads off. So it's just tricky because Arman is definitely going to take Joaquim Silva down, without question. And Joaquim does have that BJJ black belt. So he actually should be able to survive a little bit, but you know, he may just get Joel Alvarez and then just get beat into what seems like retirement. But Arman Tsarukyan is the easy pick. I'll tell you right now, he is not in the safety parlay. I almost took the coward's way out and put him in the safety parlay. Like, hey, fuck it. It's called safety parlay, and he's the safest guy in this card, but it does nothing. A minus 1,000. You guys are definitely going to share with us your betting slips when it's all said and done, and a bunch of you are going to have Arman in there. Minus 1,000 does nothing for you. It is not worth the risk for the extra $2. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot of time either. I'm a very obvious, if you guys know and follow my picks, I don't like Arman. There's something about Arman. I've picked against Arman in his last 3 fights. I really thought that Damir was going to be finally the guy to expose him with the takedown defense. He actually defended more takedowns than Arman got. I think he defended 13 of his takedowns or something like that. He looked good.
7 for yeah, he went 7 for
go
21.
Ahead.
So
go ahead and just step all over my fucking analysis.
He defended 14 takedowns.
Yeah, it's at 13, so it's pretty fucking close.
You're going to be a miserable goblin. Go ahead.
Anyway, but Arman's going to be the pick. I watch out for those knees. I think you said he knocked out Jimmy Flick, but it was Jesse Ronson. He timed that knee perfectly, and it seemed like it. Pretty sure you said Jimmy Flick.
I didn't mention any knockout.
You said coming off the knockout of Jimmy Flick when you're talking about Joaquim Silva because he knocked out Jesse Ronson.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, so, yeah. You want to apologize?
He knocked out Jimmy Ronson, and he looked fantastic in that fight.
But it wasn't like a wild knee that he landed. It was a timed knee because after he did, he pointed at his coach and was like, "You were right. It was there. It was ready." So I mean, look for something weird like that. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for something like that to land. I mean, he just did it. But Arman's, I mean, as much as it pains me to say it, Arman's a good fighter. He knows what he's doing. He's gonna get the takedowns. He might get a finish. And I can't wait for him to get exposed finally by somebody. I don't know why I can't stand that guy. I just think I can't stand him.
I think it all started with the Joel Alvarez. Because you were on the Joel side, like the rest of the goblins.
Well, and
then he just beat that dude into retirement.
And then Gamrot just absolutely beat the fucking piss out of him.
That was a razor-thin fight, dude.
I mean, Gamrot absolutely embarrassed and exposed him. And then my dude Damir was supposed to do the exact same thing and really drop the ball. Would have sent Arman out of the UFC. Arman would be a PFL champion right now if Damir showed up.
You know what's so funny? Somebody's going to think you're 100% serious right now, and it's just...
I am 100% serious.
That Arman would have been cut if he lost his last fight.
If the Damir I know showed up, he would have put Arman out of the UFC. Yeah, that's 100%.
But guess what's happened? He spent 9 minutes on his back after giving up 7 takedowns. I'm going to spend the $9,800 on Arman. That's an insane price point, but he's an insane favorite. And I think he's going to get it done. I think he does win by finish. If it was a 2.5 round line, I would do the under. Even Arman inside the distance is not great odds. But I'll do the $9,800 because even if there's not a finish, that's a whole bunch of control time. You going to spend the $9,800 or you just hate him so much you're going to spite your own lineup?
I might spite my own lineup.
Okay, well,
And honestly, I have no reason. And when I say I like hate people, I mean because I know these are gonna end up on Twitter and the fighters might watch them and stuff like that. I don't actually hate people. Like I always say like I hate Bilal Muhammad. Bilal Muhammad's a great guy. He's a funny dude. I just hate his style of fighting. I just can't stand the style of fighting with Arman. So I'm sure he's a great guy and whatever it is. So I don't hate him as a person, but pass.
you are a cute goblin, says Sting.
Whisper it in my ear.
Jacob would need to have a girl first for Arman to take her away. Guys, if you want to become a
That
premium
little
member,
twerp couldn't handle the women that I'm with. Couldn't handle the fucking women. I'm dating women 6'3" with Adam's apples.
380.
He couldn't handle those women.
With
Strong ass women. Put your whole fucking hand around my neck.
WeWantPicks.com, become a premium member, and maybe you will see pictures of those women.